All right, hey everyone. So tonight we're going to be picking some basil here from the garden. And the other day I picked some over here where I have a nice patch, and I left a little bit here to do this video, and I noticed that some of it flowered. And you actually want to not have this happen. This is just first time it's ever actually happened to me, and I just didn't get out here in time to do this. So try to avoid this. No big deal. Life gets in the way, so we're still going to harvest what we can. And it's still going to be delicious. You can see how much basil I have here. It's just an amazing amount. So I'll be really selective when I get inside which leaves I keep and don't keep. But I have more than this in different areas of my garden and companion planted with tomatoes, so there's lots to go by. So just cutting your basil is super easy. I'm up here in zone 5, so I don't really succession plant this. You know, some people who maybe are a little further south can grow this for 8 or 10 months. We get about 4 months to grow it. So I just put it all in the ground in my pots and just get it all at once. What I'm going to do with this here is I'm going to clean it, let it dry for a couple of days, and I'm actually going to dry it so we can put it on pizza and chicken parm and amazing dishes all year long. But there are many other ways to do it, making pesto. You can freeze it, which is we do a lot of. So anyway, cutting your basil here. So I'm just going to come down here. You can come down to the main stem, which is super easy to see. On this one, it's very easy. Apparently I didn't cut this a few weeks ago, but I can just come down here, and I'm actually gonna cut that main stem, and this is what I have. So this one actually didn't flower. You can see a little bit of, I don't know what that is, nastiness there, but this is pretty good. So I'm just gonna put that in my colander there, and I'm gonna keep going through. As you're cutting your basil, I always like to cut right below that these 2 sets of leaves here. Leave this set of leaves. You just cut it. By doing that, you're going to encourage new growth, and this will grow right up through probably mid-September for us up here, and we can just keep harvesting as much as possible. Where it's flowered, I'm just going to hope for the best. I'm going to kind of cut that out, and I'm actually not even going to keep these because they're kind of discolored there, but I'm going to get rid of the flowers. The flowering basically means, you know, it's replicating itself for survival. So we're going to leave, or get rid of that, I should say. So I'm just going to keep going through. I'm going to harvest as much as I can here. Put it in my colander. I'm going to soak it, which I'll show you guys later. I'll take care. I just wanted to show you two here. So when I have my row of Roma tomatoes here, I was planting some basil in. So this one here sticks out just enough. It gets full sun all day. But you can see right inside here, it's kind of buried in there in the Romas, and you can see it's really not doing great. Some bugs got to it and stuff. So that was just a lesson to just consider. When I planted these, the Romas were only a few, maybe 2 feet tall at most when I transplanted them. It was easy, and I just didn't think ahead too much. These out here that have the full sun obviously are going to grow more robust. So. All right, so here we are. I brought this inside with all the basil we just picked tonight, and I'm going to be really selective about what I keep here. So anything that might be like not looking great shape or discolored or something, I'm going to get rid of. But you can see here, I mean, this is just amazing leaves right here. Just kind of pinch it right into your colander. Just go around. Doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm probably just not going to take those, but I'm going to keep my pile there. That goes in my compost, of course, right? Everybody composts. So something like this, if you wanted to, you could actually put into your little glass of water, which I do quite a bit of. So my beautiful camera crew here, she wants fresh basil and like eggs or something like that. I can just kind of pick this right off, keep it in a glass of water. If you leave it in long enough to get roots on it, and it's actually a good thing, you could replant it and propagate it. I don't really do that outdoors. When it gets a little closer to the fall time, we'll propagate a little bit for indoors. But right now, I'm going to take as much as I can, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, so what I did here is I soaked my basil for about an hour or two, and then I drained it out really well, laid it out on a paper towel, or towel I should say, and I let it sit overnight. Even 2 days is probably fine. So I'm going to dry my basil in the microwave, and there's so many ways to do this, but we like to have our own basil in the middle of the winter, and yeah, this is how one of the ways that we're going to do it. So I went through and picked out some of the better leaves already. You can see I do have some that have a little bit of fungus on there, so I'm not really going to use those. You probably could, but I just choose not to. I have so much that I don't really need to. So I went through and I already selected out. I laid them out on a paper towel, and I could probably fit even a little more on this paper towel, but I think it's probably enough right there. And I found that as long as the leaves are dry, I can go in the microwave for about 2 minutes, and we'll see what happens when we take them out. Cool. Good. Okay, so here we go. After about 2 minutes in the microwave, I actually need about 2.5 minutes. Nice and dry leaves. You can see here they're nice and crumbly. So you can do a lot with this. I mean, you could just crumble this up in your hands if you want. I like to use a little mini blender here, a food processor. So I'm going to put in a couple handfuls, as much as I can kind of get in there easily. Why not? Let's put it all in. Get this in there, and one of the things I like about doing it this way is when I'm done, you get smaller leaves, but easy to use. So here we go. Lovely. So here we go, all done. You can see the nice big solid leaves. I like to leave them a little bigger. Don't pulverize them so they turn into like dirt. That's wasteful. At least like this, you can see how much you put in your recipes and also get a good flavor on there. You got nice surface areas. So I leave it out like this. Pick out any of the bigger stems right there. I like to just be sure before I put this in any kind of a container for storage, make sure it's 100% dry. Any moisture in here is not good. So I like to leave it out another couple of hours, spread it out on my paper towel, and then again, no one in my family's ever complained about too much basil, so the more the merrier. So cool. Thanks for watching.